Hello, this is Doug from HomesNOW, Not Later. We have some excellent news. It looks like the city's going to help us out with a site to move Unity Village to. We became privy to this morning. Marcus and I, as well as Michael, one of our residents, went to the Homeless Strategies work group, and that is a work group between the county and the city and other agencies in town. And during the public comment period, I got up and said to the city, hey, we don't have a site to move Unity Village to yet, even though a private landowner has stepped up. It's not going to be ready in time, and we're wondering, what sites we can apply to, because we don't know which sites are available and which sites would give us a chance. So which sites are available and is there a chance, that kind of a thing. And Mayor Seth Fleetwood, said on the record, I've directed my staff to find a site to move Unity Village to. So, and that was confirmed when we later met with Rick Sepler and Chief Dahl a short while later, that they confirmed that yes, they are looking and they are going to find us a site to move Unity Village to. This is a victory for HomesNOW. This is a victory for the city of Bellingham and Whatcom County, and this is a victory to our people in our community, homeless individuals who are experiencing this problem. And we can't, we're only one group. There's a lot that we can't do, but we're doing everything that we can, and we think we can make a serious dent in this problem. And when we all work together, we all win. As far as the extension, the permit was written pretty Loctite to not allow for extensions. The weather's not going to be good in April, but the city indicated that they would give us a couple of weeks to move stuff if after that date, which is April 30th. So we'll have time. We'll have a few weeks to move everything in a more responsible way. When we moved last time, it was really stressful. It was too much, too fast, and it was stressed out. What we're going to do this time when we do the move is because we're not going to tear down everything and then put it up at the second site, because that means you'll have two non-functioning sites for a while. So what I mean by that is we're going to set up a kitchen tent. We're going to set up the porta potties, the infrastructure, everything at the second site first, so that when we start moving things gradually to the next site, both sites will be functioning until the last house has been removed from the current site. Of course, moving it is going to be a pain. It's going to be a logistical challenge, but we can do it. It's an easier problem than not having a spot to even do it on. So we're really glad that Mayor Fleetwood has listened and is helping us find a site. Marcus and I also, in the future, we want to set up other sites with the city or the county or whoever. Our organization, we want to do more. Tiny house living is the most cost-effective emergency housing in Bellingham. I would call it emergency housing, right? It's very basic, but you have what you need: electricity, insulation, bathrooms, and kitchen area. But our logic on why tiny homes are good is because you can put them in areas that are not suitable for standard development. So it doesn't interfere with building permanent housing. It just adds more housing. And it is very low cost to maintain and build. So until the units have come online, until the permanent housing has come online for enough people, this is definitely needed in Whatcom County and in Bellingham and throughout the nation. It's a big job. We're going to need help. We're going to need volunteers to help build. We're gonna have volunteers to help move. We're gonna need all your guys' help to do all of this. So we get ready. We're gonna have plenty of stuff for volunteers to do. In recent weeks or months, we've been kind of lagging on the volunteers a little bit, and the reason why is because Unity Village, we needed a lot of volunteers during the build and stuff, but then after everything got built, it's like, okay, it's running on its own. We don't have anything for you to do. But now we're going to have plenty for you to do. So stay tuned. We're going to get in touch when we need your guys' help. Let's see. I have bullet points here, so one sec. The residents of Unity Village, as well as myself, are thrilled and relieved. Everyone, there was some tears of joy today. There was, everybody's really happy. It was peace of mind is important. Nobody, including myself, knew what was really going to happen or knew if the city would come through for us or knew that we would have a site to move this to. So a lot of us were scared. We didn't know what was going to happen. And now we know we have a site, and it's just a matter of point A to point B. And that makes me happy. I breathe a huge sigh of relief. The residents breathe a sigh of relief. And that'll free us up to actually find people housing in a more effective way. The day-to-day operations have been smooth. We have wanted to help people find permanent housing, focus on that more than we've been able to because we've been worried about these short-term concerns. And now we can finally get to that, which makes me happy as well. Thank you, City of Bellingham, for continuing to be a valuable partner. Thank you, Mayor Fleetwood, for being brave, making a good call, and letting us help people out of homelessness. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's only been less than a month since you've been mayor, and already it's looking good. So thank you. And yeah, the move will be smoother than the last move because we're going to set up the second site. It's going to cost more money though. We're going to need your donations. We're going to need your help financially to do that. But we feel setting up the second site first and then moving everything after that so that there's 2 working sites until the last house is gone on the current site, instead of taking everything down and trying to move it in a short period of time while nothing's, working. Also, more good news. The private land is still going to happen, whether it's a private landowner who lets us use their land or whether we raise money to buy our own land. Something I forgot to mention is that it was also indicated to me by Rick Seppler, the planning director, that the next site that we move Unity Village to, should be able to see the maximum of 2 years. Because the ordinance only allows for 2 years maximum, and then we would have to rotate somewhere else. But up until this point, our terms have only been a couple months or 6 months at this site, and so to hear 2 years is a big relief, and it makes me really happy and relieved to hear that. And also we've been talking to the county too, not just the city. So Sat Paul, who was recently brought in as county executive, we've met with him a few times. He's a big supporter. He thinks that this is everyone's job to fix. The county, the city, individuals, you name it. And I was encouraged to hear that he is planning, he and Barry Buchanan, council member, are planning to come up with a plan to work with the city more closely, as a cohesive unit in order to provide homeless services and homeless relief. And I'm excited to see what they come up with. And it's just good to work with people where we can get things done. And, I appreciate that, and it's awesome. Some other good news as well. We've talked to Habitat for Humanity. Our accountant hooked us up. And I spoke with, I believe his name was Paul. I hope I don't screw that up, but his name is, I think, Paul. And he said that Habitat for Humanity has been criticized in the past for not doing enough to help people who are homeless. So they help people who are low income into a single family home, but that they wanted to do more to help people who are experiencing homelessness. So they have agreed to build 2 tiny homes for our second site for free. So we've got 2 tiny homes already covered for our second site at this time without any money donations. As As you know, though, we will need money. We will need donations. Please donate if you can. This is to move Unity Village to a new site. This is also to fundraise for buying our own land or setting up infrastructure on leased land. And we're going to need your help in that direction to pull it off. And it's much appreciated. I think that's all I have to say. I hope I kept it short and sweet enough. Take it easy. This is a good day. We all won here. This is win, 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 win. Have a great weekend and celebrate. See ya.